I'm doing one of these little cam lives because I haven't done one of these in a long time. I figured, what the hell, might as well do one. I think it's been like 4 or 5 months or something like that since I did my last one. So I figured, what the hell? I've been doing all kinds of gaming live streams, so I figured it'd be like a breath of fresh air to do something different. Just do like a little hangout type thing. So I'm trying to think of like just random things to talk about. I have been making several backrooms and liminal spaces type videos lately, and I've got a couple more on deck to release at some point. I don't know when. It's not like a huge deal or anything. You basically just take pictures of liminal spaces and you put it together in a kind of creepy edit. But I don't know. I've kind of had a passion for the backrooms for a long time since I initially had a dream about it. I feel like I've talked about this several times in some of my videos, whether it be about the backrooms or just randomness in general. But the whole concept just really freaks me out, and that's probably where a lot of my obsession comes from. Um, Pulling the chat up on my computer because it'd probably be a lot easier to see it on here than on my phone. And also, if I miss something, I'll have it on the screen right to my left. So, I really wanted to talk about something kind of important and kind of serious before I get going into the meat of the stream or into the deep into the stream about non-serious things. I'm also going to be making a video on this topic, but I got an Uber ride today. The Uber ride was extremely unnerving and downright creepy. If you guys have ever played the game Rides with Strangers, this dude reminded me a lot of that guy. It's a really creepy dude. Um, and he didn't directly do anything to me or say anything to me. It's just the things that he was talking about is very concerning. And it's not surprising because Uber riders, a lot of them, anyways, are not Uber riders, Uber drivers. I'm sure there's a lot of weird riders as well, but I've had a lot of weird Uber experiences, man. Like a lot of times when you'll get in the car and the guy will just like stare at you the entire way, like wherever you're going. It's like he'll just make full eye contact with you in the rearview mirror, like even whenever he's driving, like not just at stoplights or whatever. He'll literally just be staring at you while he's driving down a road, looking through the rearview mirror right at your face, and it's just really creepy. And I can't even imagine what it's like being a woman and being put in that situation because I mean, things are really hard for women as it is because guys target them and it's just it's very messed up, the things that happen out there and the kind of intentions that people have. It's just really sad that people can't, like, get a ride from Uber or Lyft or whatever it may be without worrying about, oh yeah, you know what, I'm probably gonna go missing or this guy's probably gonna do something to me. Like, you shouldn't ever have to worry about stuff like that. You should feel totally safe getting into a car. No reason why you should be like, oh god, probably not making it home today. But I really just wanted to mention it because there's people out there that have kids. Oh wow, I actually see the screen this time. Now it would stop buffering. Welcome Amber, happy to have you. Thanks for dropping by, I really appreciate it. I'm just kind of talking about weird Uber experiences right now because a little bit ago I had a weird experience with a guy who's basically outed himself 100% as a pedophile and a sexual offender or sex offender, or whatever you want to call it. I kind of like the colors flashing. I like that. If it bothers anybody's like eyes or whatever, let me know and I'll go ahead and put it on regular plain color. But I kind of like the way that it changes. It's really cool. Maybe I'll turn the brightness down a little bit. I don't even know if it's working. It doesn't seem any darker to me. Whatever. But yeah, I've had several weird Uber drives. I can make like 15 to 20 videos talking about my weird Uber drives, but I'm just not going to do that because, frankly, I'd be repeating a lot of stories that everybody else has told before on YouTube. Guys, like I said, guys who look at you out of the rearview mirror, guys who talk about wanting to do things. I made a video on this whole thing. I'm definitely going to release it because I want to draw attention to this for sure. But I'm not going to be like making like a shit tons of videos like some people do. They go on a rampage of uploading like 30 videos about the same topic. I don't really want to do that. And also, I'm not really a serious channel. I don't really get into serious topics very often. Uh, but I'll say this: if you're going to get an Uber ride, come ready to fight because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You never know. You could be getting in the ride with a serial killer. I mean, of course, there's that whole thing where you pass a serial killer at some point in your life. Like everybody passes a serial killer at some point, but it's a little different being stuck in a car with somebody who might be a serial killer. You know, it's a little different. You pass someone on the road, sure, it's creepy because you just passed a guy who murders people, but you can walk away, you can run. In a car, chances are you're locked in, and that's what's scary about it. What's the odds there'd be two of us though? See, that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. That's what you say when you find out someone's a killer. And they say, "What if I told you I'm a serial killer?" Then you throw that right back at them, and they're going to be like, "Oh, yikes, got me!" And then they're probably going to give up their plans of trying to kill you because they realize that you're a killer as well. Either that, or you're just going to have a big like knife fight in the backseat of that car or something, just going toe to toe with each other, beating the holy hell out of each other. So the drink of the live stream, or the drink we're going to start off with, is Peepsy, not sponsored by Pepsi or Peeps. Not important enough to get a sponsor. Chances are I never will be, and that's the facts I'm willing to face. Also, not sponsored by Taco Bell. Not important enough to be sponsored by Taco Bell, nor would they ever. I can give them a suggestion to be much better, like a messed up date. Wow. I don't know if that's like a self-burn on yourself or what. I don't know how to take that there, Amber. But yikes! Oh man, it's always fun doing these cam streams because, like I don't do them very often. It's so cool to go back and do something that I used to do like constantly. Like I basically used to do these cam streams like almost every day for a long time. Like it was just constant cam stream, over and over again. Oh, I do have some news. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm planning on getting like a really good gaming computer, like a really good one. Like something that I can play everything on, like not just indie horror games, but like everything. Once that happens, my channel will truly evolve, man. Like, right now, I'm trying my best with what I got. I got a little dinky computer here. I try my best. There's a Taco Bell around the corner for me. Haven't gone yet, though. Also a Baskin-Robbins Krispy Kreme, and I'm sure another American thing, but don't know. Well, you'll definitely want to hit up the Krispy Kreme for sure. Krispy Kreme's always a banger. I've never been to a Baskin-Robbins before. I kind of just get ice cream from a grocery store or something, you know. I never really go out to get it. Maybe Dairy Queen every now and again. Taco Bell. Well, just prepare your stomach for the Taco Bell. I don't personally have issues with it, but a lot of people seem to get really affected by eating Taco Bell. I don't know what it is. I know they don't use real meat. That was revealed in a TikTok that I watched at one point. It was like they use dehydrated beef. I'm like, it was supposed to like make it seem gross, but I'm like, I don't know. That's not really gross to me. It's just like it's dehydrated beef. You're basically eating like beef jerky type meat. There's nothing really that gross about it to me. I mean, it's different. I mean, they don't actually cook the burger in the restaurant and put it in a burrito. It comes in a package. They hydrate it and then they give it to you or whatever. I don't know how it all works. I don't see what the big issue is, man. There's a lot worse things out there. I mean, just saying. It's a sad reality, but there's definitely worse than that. Oh, man. Peepsy is such an interesting drink. Our Tesco's were found to have horse meat in the burgers. Dehydrated beef is fine. Horse meat. Now that's uncharted territories for me. I don't know if I could rock with that. That's for sure. I might be a little grossed out to do that. Even if you told me it was good, there's a good chance I'd probably just puke my guts out before even getting anywhere near it. So currently, if you're wondering what I'm doing on my computer, by the way, I'm not looking up weird things. Just want to make that clear. Um, I'm trying to find games to make for videos while I'm doing this. It's just like a little side thing. Because when I come home from work in the mornings, I kind of just have to jump into making a video before I take a nap, because otherwise, I'm not going to want to feel like making content when I get back up. Like, when I come home from work, chances are I'm going to want to go straight to bed anyways. So I really don't feel like making content. So the best thing to do is just download games the night before. That way I have some sort of commitment. I'm like, okay, so when I get home, I have to do this. Then I can go to bed. It's like a reward. Once I record like 2 videos, I can go to bed. Excuse me. There's a couple of games I really want to play. I've been seeing them all over the place. There's a game called Garden of Banban. I haven't seen any videos on it. I've been avoiding all kinds of videos. I know all the big YouTubers have done it. I've been avoiding it like the plague, not because I don't want to play it, but just because I want to wait to get a really good computer, because the computer I have, frankly, it's shit. It cannot play really high quality games. It worked for a couple of games. It's weird. It worked for GTA 4. It didn't work for some indie horror game that I tried to play that had like Unreal Engine 4 or something. And then it worked for Duke Nukem Forever. Then it didn't work for another indie horror game. And it didn't work for... I tried Garden of Banban. Didn't work. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to give up. I'm not going to make a game with like 2 frame rates per second where it's like... And it's like in your... It's like it jumps so bad. It's so bad. God, it's so bad. Sometimes it can't even handle Roblox, if that tells you how bad it is. It's pretty bad. It's pretty sad, too, by the way. But, same. I'll be on a ferry starting Saturday. Hopefully I'll still be able to catch some streams. Oh my god, this thing is like waiting. Sometimes the mobile YouTube is weird. It'll like, it won't like fully load in comments, which is so stupid. I don't understand why it does that, but, hey, well, I don't know if I'm even... Well, shit. Never mind. I was about to say, I don't even know if I'm going to be streaming anything in the next couple of days, but I am. I'm going to be streaming Benny and the Dark Revival, and... fuck. I don't know what else I'm going to stream. I'm probably going to stream Dead Space. I think I'm going to get into Dead Space. I hope it's not going to be, like, crazy long. Let me look how long that game is. I don't want to get into an experience that's, like, 40 hours long. How long is Dead Space 2023? I didn't type that. I did not type that. It said, how long is Dead Space 2023? That's not what... I just typed... Okay, that's how you know I'm tired. I typed long twice. Jesus Christ, man. How long is Dead... Oh, joy. No, please, God, no Dead Space. I just cannot always got... That's the whole point, though. Oh, 12 hours. Not bad at all. When focusing on the main objectives, Dead Space is about 12 hours in length. If you're a gamer that strives to see all the game, you're likely to spend around 29 and a half hours. Even still, that's not that bad. Like, going for all the details and the hidden objectives and stuff, that's still not bad. 30 hours? I think The Last of Us Part 2 is what? Like, 70 hours? It's hella long. That's why I haven't completed it yet. I have a blast playing it. Last of Us Part 2 length. Let's see, what do they say? Oh, 24 hours. But if you want to beat the whole game, it's 42 hours. God damn, so it takes you a full day to beat the regular story. Oh, dude. Man, so intimidating. Like, I know it's not that bad, like 24 hours for a full complete game like that, like an expansive open world game like The Last of Us, but it's intimidating as hell, man. When you see that online, you're like, oh, 24 hours. It takes you 24 hours to beat our game. I'm like, oh, God. I have training tomorrow, so going for a bath. Enjoy your live. I definitely will try to. I don't know how long I'm going to be live for in the first place. This was just kind of off the cusp type thing. But, yeah, thanks for dropping by, Amber. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. And an even better day. What? I forgot what I was going to say. Holy hell. And an even better day to the day after tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Just have a good day in general. Have a great day. What the hell am I saying? I got work in a few hours. Got to go to work at It's 3:11. God damn, I need to get to bed soon. I haven't been asleep since uh like 9 p.m. yesterday. Doesn't sound bad, but man, trying to work an overnight shift on just a few hours of sleep is not fun. Not fun at all. I broke my hand a few days ago. Every day will be better. All right, see ya. Good luck with work. Get some sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna work on it. What the hell is this game? This looks hell interesting. Yeah, but have a good one. Have a good one, Amber. Thanks again for driving by. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna kill my fucking computer for sure. What the fuck? This game looks good though. Oh wait, maybe not. It's really pixelated. Looks pretty low graphics, like PS1 style. I'll definitely be able to play that then. Never mind. My computer can definitely handle these low graphics games. That's about it. It can handle anything that's like on Roblox level. Like I'm not trying to dog on Roblox. Like I have fun playing Roblox, man. I never thought I would say that, but whenever you don't play Roblox and then you go back to playing Roblox, it's like it'd be like going to like a high school reunion or something like that. You haven't seen your friends for a long time. You don't know what's going on. You just show up and you're just like, I'm here. Oh my God, things have changed so drastically. Although Roblox has not changed drastically, but the experience is almost like you're experiencing it for the first time again, which makes it so refreshing. This is why I recommend to anybody who's getting bored of Roblox, just stop for a couple months, go back to it, play it. You'll love it. That's what I do. Every couple of months, I'll stop and go back to it. Then all of a sudden, I love it again. Um, I really wish more people would be putting out more original horror games on itch.io. Itch.io is where I get a lot of my indie horror games to record. Oh, God. This should be interesting. This is a different kind of game. I like mixing it up. That's one thing I kind of want to talk about actually. Now that I'm getting to that, why do I make so many different kinds of content? Like I actually watched a video the other day where a guy was like, anybody who makes a bunch of variety of content's just looking to get a bunch of views. And I can see why that's the initial impulse to be like, yeah, anybody who makes like a bunch of different kinds of variety of content is literally just trying to get views from all kinds of variety of people. But in actuality, I'm not, because when I make content, I'm genuinely into that content. Like when I make a Roblox video, I'm into it. When I make a back video on the back rooms or the liminal spaces or whatever it may be, I'm into it. Five Nights at Freddy's, big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. Poppy Playtime, Piggy, Benny and the Ink Machine, Benny and the Dark Revival, horror games. I'm genuinely into this stuff. Like I'm not doing it for views. I want to make that clear about things because I know there are people out there that literally make videos for views, and most of my videos don't even get views, if that tells you anything, anyways. The commitment that I have to my channel isn't for views or for some kind of like fame or whatever it may be, whatever people think about certain YouTubers. I do it because I enjoy it. You know, I'm not monetized. I don't get any money from YouTube whatsoever. I literally just do it because I enjoy making videos and it's fun for me. And YouTube's almost like a time capsule, you know, in like a couple years you go back and you watch all your videos for fun. You're just like, hey, you know what? 5 years have passed. Let me go see what I was like in 2019 or, 2020 or whatever it may be. It's just really cool to see, your progression as a person, progression as a YouTuber, content creator. Maybe your style's changed. Maybe you've gotten better at editing. Maybe you got better at just making videos in general. Maybe you got better content. Maybe you got better technology. Maybe you got a better computer, new gaming system, whatever the hell it may be, that allows your content to be even better. I don't know. But that's the cool thing about making videos and live streams on YouTube is it's like I said, it's like a time capsule. Go back and rewatch it and be like, damn, I sucked. Or damn, that was good. I like that video. I like that live stream. It's just really cool. Oh, man. What the hell is this? This game looks bizarro. Let's see. This game's really low res. Interesting. I'm trying to find content that's not Roblox related. Like, I know my Roblox videos have been getting a little bit of attention lately, but I don't want to just keep making Roblox videos because people are watching them. I want to get some other kind of content in here, like some of these new horror games that are coming out. I like sort of giving exposure to some of these games that maybe some people don't even know about. Usually it takes somebody like Markiplier to get these games exposure, but you never know. You know, sometimes a video can just blow up on YouTube. You never know when it will, and then a bunch of people know about something, and then everybody's playing it. And in general, it's really cool to get to something before a big YouTuber gets to it. It's almost like a goal for me sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, I wonder if I can get to this game before Markiplier gets to jump on it, because that dude's like, he probably has a guy who literally just sits there being like sifting through all these websites trying to find a really good game for him to play. And then they're like, hey, Mark, look, we found one. We found one for you to play. Play the shit out of it. Upload it, or send it to Lexian for him to edit it. Then we're going to upload this shit, and people are going to love it. To be fair, though, I'm pretty sure Markiplier can literally just scream into the microphone for an hour and a half, and people would love it. Because it's Markiplier. You know, he doesn't really need it. He doesn't, at this point in time, he doesn't really need to do anything significant or special, you know. He's the selling point of the video, you know. All Markiplier has to do is just show up, and that's the end of the story, you know. People will watch a video just for that. Speaking of Markiplier, Markiplier's doing a movie. I don't know exactly what it is. I recently heard about it through his video. I wasn't entirely paying attention. I had a lot going on, but it's really cool that Mark is, you know, getting out there in other formats besides just YouTube videos and live streams and stuff. I love seeing it. Let me see what it is. I'm genuinely curious. Yeah, I know he was in Smosh the movie, but he's in something different. What is it? Apparently, he hurt his back filming a stunt for the movie. Oh, man. I totally, as like a little fan theory, being a huge fan of Markiplier, because you guys may or may not know this. I don't know how long some of the people have been followed to my channel or subscribed to my channel, but Markiplier is pretty much the reason why I got into YouTube. Like, I was into YouTube before. Like, I was always watching his videos, watching his friends' videos, Lord Minion, 777, Jacksepticeye, of course. Oh god, I'm yawning. Oh, I'm a very ugly yawner. Ugly in general, but really ugly yawner. I'm not too proud to admit it. I watched all kinds of YouTubers, but Markiplier is really the guy who got me into everything. Like, saw him play Five Nights at Freddy's, saw him do all the Slenderman stuff, the Amnesia stuff, and all the various indie horror games he would play from time to time, and that's what really got me into YouTube. And I set out, I was like, you know what, someday I want to make my own videos playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and then obviously here we are with this channel now. I can safely say that it's come a long way. Channel's not exactly where I want it to be, and it hasn't gone exactly the way that I expected, but hey, that's how things go sometimes. Life throws curveballs, and sometimes you just got to take them straight in the gut, because not everything works out your way all the time. And honestly, I've really enjoyed seeing the progression of the channel, you know, like going from being just a stupid-ass channel where I was just doing dumbass content, just stupid slideshow videos back when YouTube still had the slideshow option. Like, you could literally just find some pictures, throw it together on YouTube Editor, until they got rid of YouTube Editor for whatever reason. I'm not sure what the reason was for that. It was a nice resource for people who, you know, don't actually have a legit editor. But anyways, that's just a little side thing. Like, I don't know, it's just really cool seeing the progression. It is crazy how I've made 4.6 thousand videos. I had no idea I'd made that many. Every time I go on my page, I see the number just getting higher and higher. I'm like, god damn, man. How have I made so many videos? And I can answer it really fast with an easy answer. it all comes down to the fact that I was making like 20 videos a day sometimes, and let me just tell you, the quality of those videos, not very good, not very good at all. I was using the same recorder I use now actually, which is Action Screen Recorder. It's a really good screen recorder. I don't know why nobody talks about it. It gets slept on pretty hard. I gotta say that. But I was using it, but I was using the free version because I was a broke ass bitch. So I didn't have the ability to pay for it. So like at the top of the screen, you'll see Action Screen Recorder watermark, which immediately decreases the quality of the video by like a million. Then you add in the fact that the videos I were making, like the content itself, wasn't even good. So it's like you have a terrible quality video, like the video is just absolute dog shit quality, and then you add in the fact that the content you're making is terrible too. It's like, bro, this is not good. You know, you're making bad videos with bad content. It just doesn't add up very well. So that's exactly why I have so many videos just nonstop garbage, basically for like 3 years, and I think that's probably like 2,000 videos alone. So technically, I probably have like really maybe like 1,000 decent videos. Everything else I could totally delete and I'd be totally satisfied with it. Um, Really, my biggest successes on YouTube are my films. I make a lot of short films and I put a lot of passion into my films. Uh, I put a lot of details. I put a lot of just in general passion. I mean, I put a lot into these things. The last one I released was The House That Was Never Forgotten. Oh God, they updated the YouTube page. The House That Was Never Forgotten was a fun little project I made. Excuse me. Released it 3 days ago. Basically, it's about this guy who buys this house. The house, in some sort of supernatural way, the house starts controlling him, and basically everywhere he goes, the house is like messing with his mind, telling him to do all these crazy things to get him to come back to the house because it's just become a part of him. The house is essentially taking a hold of him because the house is a monster in of itself. It's not just a house. It's got some dark spirits within. And this was only the first installment of the bigger project. I want to mention that because The House That Was Never Forgotten is like a part one or a prologue to the bigger chapter thing of what's going on here. It's going to be a lot of different segments and episodes, and at the end of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to piece it all together. I'm going to piece all the episodes together into a big project. Probably get a total over like an hour, 30 minutes or something like that by the time everything's all done and said. This is going to be a project that's going to probably take a year and a half or so. I don't know how long it's going to take because I'm constantly writing, constantly coming up with new stuff. All the while, I'm still making regular videos, making gaming videos, doing gaming live streams. Now I'm doing webcam live streams, which I hope to do every now and again. I don't know how often I'm going to do these. I don't want to promise anybody anything for those who are actually going to enjoy these. Roblox videos, regular horror games, video reviews, movie reviews, game reviews, food reviews, drink reviews, all that kind of shit. But films are really my main focus right now. Like, I know it might not seem like it, but behind the surface, I'm writing all the time. I'm constantly writing new ideas for new horror films, trying to come up with something that sticks. You know, I mean, a lot of the times you write stuff, and a lot of the times you write things, and it doesn't come out well. It doesn't work well. And in general, sometimes I feel like my aspirations are a little bit bigger than what I can actually make happen. It's like you write out a film, it's really detailed, you got a lot of stuff going on in it, but then you realize, damn, I don't have the money to make this happen, and it sucks because you come up with such a good idea and you just can't do nothing about it. Money is the main setback for me right now because if I had enough money to make some of these things happen, it would take off for sure. Like I have a lot of really cool ideas that I'm just waiting to make happen that it just isn't financially possible right now. But anyways, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm gonna be planning this project, and I'm gonna get it onto DVD and Blu-ray and all this other stuff, and getting onto streaming. Streaming's the biggest thing for me because when you can get it onto like a streaming service, like I don't know, like Tubi for free, or like Amazon, that a lot of people will get to watch it, and then the exposure, and then the next project you do will be even bigger because people would have remembered your name from that one. If it just goes by word of mouth, or people like, hey, did you see that one film? Saw it on Tubi, check it out. It's pretty decent. That spreads, that works, that helps you out. And then in the end, more people know your name, new project comes out, more people are going to watch it. And it just keeps going on and on from there. But so far, I have The House That Was Never Forgotten, which is the first installment, or the prologue, I guess you could say. And then the next entry in the series is going to be a film called The Show Must Be Watched. And The Show Must Be Watched is basically, it's about this TV show. It's going to sound really stupid when I describe it, but I assure you when it translates to film, it'll be really cool. The Show Must Be Watched is about a TV show that is entirely made of static. Like, there's nothing but static. All you see in here is static. Changing the show causes your TV to break, rendering any other show unwatchable, returning your TV back to static, and rendering it completely breakable. Every black and white dot you see in the static is a soul that the TV show has taken. The show has been on every TV across the world. It is God. It is the devil. It is everything. That's the little thing that I wrote up for it. So basically, it's about a cursed TV show, and essentially, it sounds ridiculous because it's static, but it's like the show, I should say in quotations, is so, it's like kind of like it's taken over their bodies essentially. Like if The House That Was Never Forgotten started controlling people, made them crazy to do things to bring them back to the house, the show keeps them there watching mindlessly because they're consumed by the static. The static completely, entirely takes them over, and they become one with the static. The static speaks for them, and they disappear into the static. They just become another statistic of one of the lost souls wandering through the static with all the others. And that's what kind of makes it creepy for me. I'm not like easily creeped out by a lot of things, but it's the subtlety of things, that really creeps me out. It's like an abandoned building. You see a building, it's like, this place used to be filled with people. Now it's totally dead. There's nobody there. The halls are empty. The only sound you hear is your heartbeat or your footsteps on the ground. There's something really eerily creepy about that, about knowing you're all alone in a place that once housed like a lot of people. Like going to a school and stuff whenever it's totally abandoned and emptied and stuff, and everybody's gone home, and you're just standing in the dark halls just staring down the hallway at nothing. There's nothing there. You're just staring down an empty hallway. And there's nobody there, but that's what's creepy about it, is knowing that if something did happen and you needed to go, you try to escape or whatever, you're just stuck. That's what's creepy about all of it. And that's what gets me so intrigued by everything related to like liminal spaces and the back rooms and stuff. Speaking of the back rooms and liminal spaces, I cannot wait for Kane Pixel's Backrooms film. I don't know when that's coming out. I've been trying to keep up to date with it, but I haven't looked into it the last couple of days. But yeah, Kane Pixels, the guy who's made a bunch of really successful Backrooms videos, is making a Backrooms film. And I'm so glad he's getting to do it, because if there's anybody perfect enough to do a Backrooms film, it's Kane Pixels. Like, I know a lot of people are kind of iffy on his videos, like, because he includes all those entities and stuff. Some people are drawn between the two different sides. Like, they're like, okay, so I only like the Backrooms. I only like the Backrooms videos if it's like just the Backrooms or the pool rooms or the classrooms, whatever it may be. I don't want to see the entities in it. And there's also the audience that says the Backrooms are creepier because of the entities. Personally, I don't really have a preference. I think both are eerily creepy in their own right. I don't think either one's scarier than the other. Of course, I find being totally isolated and alone terrifying as hell. But then the thought of being chased by something in a space that has no exit, that's also fucking terrifying. You know, you're just wandering through, and all of a sudden, this gigantic monster made out of seemingly, I don't know, rot, decomposition is chasing after you, and there's nowhere for you to go. You're just set to wander through this halls of emptiness, essentially. Oh God, it's just so scary, man. I hope that the film translates well, because God, if there's anybody good, if there's anybody that's gonna be good enough for this Backrooms film, it's Kane Pixels, man. Kane Pixels will nail it, no doubt. I have no worries about it whatsoever. Especially if James Wan and A24 is a part of it. Like, A24 is the perfect foundation for a Backrooms film. Like, they're like the number one studio for a film like this, because the Backrooms is such a mysterious thing to the point where you have to have it where it's like, God, the word, you have to make it in the style like A24 makes a lot of their films, where it's like they don't give you all the answers in your face. It's like you gotta read between the lines, you know. They're not like, hey, here's this is what's going on, this is this entity, this is who this person is, this is what's going on here, this is how you end up here. It's like they just, with a lot of their films, with a lot of A24's films, they kind of just, they don't like serve whatever they're giving you on a silver platter. They kind of just throw it down and let you figure it all out yourself. They're like, here, there it is. What you make of it is what you make of it, you know? And that's why I think that the Kane picks, why the Backrooms film that they're making is going to be really good, because, like I said, it just fits their style perfectly. It's going to mesh together awesomely. Excuse me. Also, in other horror news, apparently I'm becoming like a news report for horror or something. I don't know. There's supposed to be a Dead Space film coming soon. I'm really excited about that, because James Wan's supposed to be the one directing it, and I love James Wan stuff. Like, he's just a great filmmaker. He makes really creepy stuff, and he manages to make stuff that's like, I feel like a lot of people, if they tried the same things, it just wouldn't work so well, but when he does it, it's like just exceptional. He's also the master of jump scares. He's like really good at crafting jump scares to the point where it's like, you know, where like most people would fail on the jump scares, and he's like, I don't know, he just nails them every time. I don't know how else to describe it. The guy's the master of horror. He's like one of the masters of horror, I should say. He's probably one of my favorite modern day horror directors, because, like I said, it takes a lot to really scare me with a jump scare. Like, a lot of jump scares that are made are very cheesy. Like, I incorporated one to one of my recent YouTube shorts, where it's just like a picture jump scare. Guy just jumps out of nowhere. It's like, hey, look, did you see that? Bah! Right in your face. It's a really cheap jump scare. I'm not proud of it, by the way. If anybody's watching that saw that YouTube short, I'm not proud of it. I just did it out of pure fun. I'm like, hey, you know what? Every time people watch these Backrooms videos, they think it's just going to be little pictures of rooms and stuff. Then all of a sudden, a guy jumps out at you, and it's like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, you know? Nobody sees it coming, because in these Backrooms videos, like I said, nobody incorporates jump scares. It's the perfect opportunity, you know? There's been gazillion of Backrooms videos and Liminal Spaces videos, and I've yet to encounter one where there was the jump scare. So I was like, you know what, I'm doing this. I don't care how cheesy it is. And I threw it in there, and whether people get scared by it or not, I attempted. So, but the real thing that makes a jump scare scary is whenever you have something that's like not scary, right? You're just going through, maybe even crack a joke. Something funny happens. People laugh. People get their mood changed. They're thinking, oh my God, what a funny joke. And then boom, jump scare. It'll scare the hell out of you. Whether people want to admit it or not, they work. Jump scares work. You just have to craft them perfectly. They have to be made really well. Now, if you just keep on doing rah 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 jump scare in your face over and over, it's like just gets ridiculous. There's a couple of films I can name that have that issue. Like there's a movie called The Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death, I believe it's called. It's got the makings of a really creepy film. Like there's a really dark undertone to that movie, but they overdo the jump scares to the point where it's like, bro, what is even happening here? You're just doing jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. Like the first time, yeah, sure, you know what? Maybe it creeped me out. Second time, that's getting weird. Third time, I'm gonna sock you in the face. It's getting annoying as hell. Stop it. And I feel like a lot of people can learn from that, including myself. I'm not really good at doing jump scares, which is why I usually don't incorporate them. If you guys have noticed, most of my films are slashers because slashers are really easy to make. Like you literally just get yourself a killer, he murders a couple people, the film ends. It's really easy to make, but that's why lately I've been trying to branch out and do things that are outside of my comfort zone. Like I said, with The House That Was Never Forgotten, that's kind of like my take on like an A24 style film, where the message isn't exactly thrown on a silver platter for you. You kind of have to read between the lines and figure everything out for yourself. And that I really enjoyed making it, which is why I'm turning it into such a bigger project, because there's a lot more that I could say with the project that I really want to get across. And also in general, I've been wanting to make a film that can get put onto Tubi and Prime Video for a long time, and DVD, of course. And I've never really had the opportunity because a lot of my films are so short, nobody will accept them, obviously, and I totally get that. I mean, you're not going to put a 7-minute film on your website or whatever because that's just stupid. And I know that they do with some of them, but you have to pay like a lot of money to do that. And I don't, like I said earlier, I don't really have the finances for that. But anyways, getting on track here. Big things that are going to happen sometime soon. I'm going to be getting a truck. That's for one. I'm going to be saving up some money to get a truck. So that'll be cool. It'll be fun to make some videos in that. I plan to go to a couple of different places in that. It'd be really cool to make like a couple videos in it or something like that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. Obviously, I have to drive. I'm going to use it to drive everywhere, but I've always wanted to be able to make videos in a car or a truck. Well, more specifically, a truck. I'm not really a car guy. But that's going to happen in the future. Getting a new computer. I'm going to be getting an Alienware computer, known as one of the best gaming computers, the biggest gaming computer company, anyways. I'm going to be getting one of those. That'll make playing a lot of the games much easier, more enjoyable. I could be able to stream games like that I have on Steam, like Left 4 Dead. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Duke Nukem Forever. Hell, I'll probably have to just replay Duke Nukem Forever because by the time I get to it, it'll be like super far down the line, and frankly, I'll have better quality by then too. And I also want to buy a webcam, like a good quality webcam. Currently, spoiler alert for my YouTube videos, this is how I do things because I don't have any other way. Like I don't have a good webcam or nothing. So what I do for my gaming videos is I'll use my phone, right? Like I'll have my phone over here where it's at right now, actually. We're recording my cam, whereas over here I'm recording. I'll have the game. That's just the only way I know how to do things. Frankly, I'm not the best editor. I'm not even the best YouTuber. I'm not even gonna come anywhere near saying that. I'm not really good with technology. That's just the facts, and I don't try to act like I am. I do the best I can with what I have. You know. I feel like if you try to push things too far, it gets a little ridiculous. Like if you don't have the means to do something, just don't do it. I mean, I know that probably sounds really lazy, and I don't mean it to come off in a lazy way. But it's like if you're making a movie, right? You're making a movie. You know you don't have enough to make a realistic-looking space movie. Why would you try to make something that looks totally bogus? I mean, I understand the drive of making something because, god damn it, I just want to make this movie. You know, I don't care if it looks stupid. I get that. I've done that before. But, like, if you're trying to make a good movie, why would you go and make a decision that you know is going to be detrimental to your film or whatever you're making? That's why I don't try to push the content I make. I can easily go record a video of Garden of Banban right now, which I'm really excited to play, but it would be terrible quality and it'd be unwatchable. Like, it would be entirely. I just got a notification for a Garden of Banban video. I will not be watching it because I'm trying to avoid spoilers for whatever the hell the game's about. I don't even know what it's about. But that's the whole thing, though. It's like, there's been so many movies that have come out in time where it's like, did you guys even try? Like, what did you put the budget to? Like Jason X. Jason X. That movie looks so bogus. Like, it's got such wonky effects. Because it's like they just threw whatever into the movie and just see if it works. I don't know. Like I said, I partly understand the logic. Like, just try something. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who cares? But, like, at the same time, don't you want to give something your all? Don't you want to make it good? So why put something into the film isn't good, but you just do it because? I don't know. I just don't really like the logic. So that's why I don't really make certain content if I know that if I don't have the ability to. That's why I have like 20 different films sitting on my Google Docs waiting to be made that I'll probably never be able to make because I don't have enough money to get them made. I have one that takes place entirely in outer space. I don't know why I wrote it. I'll never be able to film it probably, but it takes place entirely in outer space, and basically it's really. The whole story is interesting. I don't know why I'm putting this out here. Somebody could potentially steal my idea. At this point, go ahead, steal my idea, because I'll never be able to make it. But basically, all these people are aboard this spaceship, and they think, keyword being think, they think there's a monster aboard. They get a radio transmission that says that there's life forms that are boarding ships in outer space, because everybody lives in outer space in this universe. Like, everybody just lives in space stations and on space shuttles in outer space. So it's the norm up there. Like, there is no planets anymore. The planets have all been blown to bits. Everything's gone. It's just everybody's in outer space now. And they start freaking out because they think somebody's aboard the ship, or monsters aboard the ship, and it all turns out to be entirely paranoia. The original guy who goes on the transmission and says that there's monsters aboard had just lost it from being trapped, basically cabin fever, being trapped aboard the ship forever with nowhere to go but the ship. And he just goes berserk, and he makes up this. He thinks that he sees a monster, so he reports it to everybody. This causes everybody else to go crazy, which winds up in total chaos, as you guys know from what happens when people just start spreading lies and stuff. And paranoia, it just starts chaos, so then everybody just goes nuts, and they start accusing each other of being the monster potentially, and then turns out there is no monster. It's all in their heads. The guy fabricated it, and everybody else just kept playing into it, and before too long, the entire community is just wiped out because of one big lie / paranoia fear. And I don't know. It's a really interesting concept, and I know I'll never be able to get it done, but hey, it's always cool to see on the Google Docs script that I have for it. Too bad it'll probably never come of anything. But I'm almost 50 minutes into this, so I'm not going to do too much longer because I really have to get some sleep before work today, so I'll probably cut it short really soon. But I definitely enjoy doing these cam streams. I feel like they're a lot more personal than doing gaming streams, because with gaming streams you're kind of focused on the game. You're not really focused on conversating or anything like that, so a lot of the times I'll just say random bullshit because I'm just talking and then stuff just comes out. Half the time I don't even know what I'm saying. Half the time I'm tired as hell because I just got home from work, so I really don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, a lot of big plans. Don't know how many of them will come true, but I'm going to try to make all of them possible. If that's remotely possible, I'm not even sure. But anyways, that's about all I got for this stream. That's about all the energy I have anyways. I try to use as much of it as I could. But yeah, I have a couple of videos that'll be coming out the next 2 days. Obviously, I've been on a kick for making videos. Seriously have been enjoying making YouTube videos, whether it be Roblox or just horror games or just live streams or even just making little YouTube shorts. It's really fun to make videos. And I'm so glad that I've gotten back into it recently because it's such a big passion of mine. I love making content, making new content. Entertaining people is one of my biggest things. It's the number one thing I always wanted to do, which is why I'm so into film. I enjoy entertaining people. I don't care if it's like a horror film or comedy, whatever it may be. I just I enjoy providing some sort of entertainment for people, even if people are laughing at me. You know, people are getting a kick out of me. People think I'm stupid or ugly or whatever the hell it may be. Go ahead, laugh. You know, I enjoy it. I used to be upset by being the butt of a joke or any of that stuff, but I've come to the point in my life where I'm just like, hey, you know what? If you're getting a laugh, you're smiling, even if it's at my expense, good for you, you know? You're happy. Technically I succeeded. So I really don't care, man. I've become such a carefree person that nothing bothers me, nothing affects me. I get hate messages, people saying I look stupid or whatever, your videos suck. Used to bother me, doesn't bother me anymore. I don't really care. I enjoy what I do. I have fun doing what I do, and that's what matters. Views don't matter, likes don't matter, subscriptions don't matter. I appreciate them, of course, but ultimately what matters is happiness. Happiness is key at the end of the day. So if you don't have happiness, what are you even doing? You know, I don't mean to get super inspirational here, but what are you doing? If you're not happy, you got to find something that makes you happy, because that's what makes the world go round, is being happy and being positive, not this negativity and stuff that everybody's got going around them, you know. I try to be more positive because, like I said, there's enough negative shit out there. I just want to make people happy, entertain, smile, laugh, whatever the hell it may be. Anyways, that's all I got for this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a live stream, gaming, video, film, webcam stream, review, whatever the hell it is, in the next video. Or what? God damn, I don't even know where I'm at. I suck at outros. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.